summer. So the road to the World Cup starts here for these two teams. We have 32 teams battling it out in Europe, attempting to be one of the qualifiers into the World Cup. There'll be 12 teams that make it from Europe, but first they have to get through 3 international windows in the first round, where the 32 teams will be reduced to 24, and then those 24 teams battling it in the second round for the final 12 places. So for Portugal, they come into this one knowing a top 3 finish in Group B is what they require to make it into the second round. And we said it's a Portuguese team coming in off a very impressive performance at Eurobasket. They put in some good performances to get into the knockout rounds. So they will be riding high with a host of faces back from that Eurobasket campaign. Their opponents, Montenegro, they come into this one after a disappointing Eurobasket, really, for their standards. A lot of changes for them in the lineups. They do welcome back Kendrick Perry here in Podgorica for their lineup, which will no doubt help. The man who plays for Unicaja Malaga. He's put on some superb performances in a Montenegro jersey in the past. So how will they fare here back at home? As we said, they need a top 3 finish in Group B alongside Greece, Portugal and Romania to qualify into the second round. A team which has been kind of a mainstay of these European and World Championships in recent years. Now, after the disappointment of this past summer, can they regroup and put together a good qualifying campaign? There is Kendrick Perry back into the fold after missing out at Eurobasket. And no doubt he will be a key man, as we mentioned, for Montenegro. Players out onto the floor then. You can see the fans, this is what they love. Their hosts, home team playing at home. As we will take a break for the national anthems of both teams. Coaches will shake hands then as the anthems are done, and players will get to the final parts of their warm-ups. So there is our officiating crew in charge of today's game. It is Gavilas, and it's Fernando Calatrava and Tola Idas from Lithuania, Spain and Turkey respectively. So final stages of warm-ups then for these two teams, who will get their campaign underway with a win. This is going to be the starting five for Portugal. It is Williams, Brito, Ravel, Lisboa and Sá. Lisboa and Williams, the two main returners for Portugal from Eurobasket, although they do return 9 players from that campaign for the head coach, Mario Gomes. He is on the sideline, so a lot of familiarity for this Portugal team heading into game number 1. The other side for Montenegro, they return just 5 players for them, and their starting 5 up will be Slavkovic, Azbegovic, Simonovic, Klahash and Perry. So for Montenegro, we said, you know, Perry comes in. It will really be, we would expect, Marko Simonovic, who is the leader for this Montenegro team. Simonovic is the main returner, 8.8 points per game and 5.6 rebounds for the head coach, Andrei Jaquel. So players head to the benches then for the final words from their coaching staff. They said for Montenegro, it was a 5th place finish for them in Group B, eliminated in the group stages. And as we said, really only 5 players returning. Simonovic is going to be the main guy for Portugal. On the other hand, though, what a Eurobasket it was. 4th place in Group A, qualified for the knockout rounds. Eventually, it was only the champions, Germany, that defeated them in the round of 16 in their first Eurobasket appearance since 2011. 9 returners, 11 points and 5 rebounds for Trevante Williams. And then Rafael Lisboa at 10 points and 4 assists per game. The main guys we expect to step up for Portugal here. Although both teams missing players from those Eurobasket lineups. Of course, when that happens, other guys step to the forefront. And it'll be interesting to see who it is that does that for either side. So Portugal with big man there on the side, Daniel Raval, ready to get underway. They will be wearing their red uniforms with the green trim, representing their colours for Montenegro at home. It is the red, the white uniforms with the red and yellow trim. That is Marko Simonovic, ready to lead this Montenegro team. In front of the fans here in Podgorica. Smiles all round as the players head out onto the floor, ready to get FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 qualifiers underway then for these two teams. The road to Qatar starts here for these two teams. So, welcome to Podgorica. It is Portugal facing off against Montenegro. We are off and underway. Kendrick Perry, first man to control the ball off the tip. And he has it for Montenegro. And man-to-man defense for Portugal. No confusion from them defensively. There's a steal though, great anticipation, and still for Portugal, instantly go into this little side screen action. Lisboa to Raval, can't finish. Rebound tipped around. It is an energetic start for Portugal, and the first three is up and good. You knew from the moment it came out of the hands that was going to drop, and they are off the mark here as Williams gets them going. Now Montenegro searching for their first points. A response from three, rattles but bounces clear. Good offensive rebound, and it will be 2 shots to come. So already those key players for both teams stepping forward as Durante Williams got his team off the mark, responded by the offensive rebounds, and 2 shots to come for the captain of Montenegro, Simonovic. Playing his club of basketball for Turk Telekom this year, second season in a row in Turkey for him. Was drafted back in 2020 to the Chicago Bulls, a couple of years across the Bulls in the NBA and the Windy City Bulls in the G League as well. His first free throw is good, gets his team off the mark. 2 for 2. Pressure up the floor then as Portugal in no hurry as Williams gets them into the set. Now he's going to use high screen, searching for options. Whistle goes, and it's an offensive foul, it looks like, against Lisboa. Grab of the arm. Kendrick Perry knew it as soon as it was made. You could see just the hook. So now Perry has it back, guarded by Lisboa. Drive and finish is good. First field goal for Montenegro. As quickly the other way. It is Portugal to the low post. Klajic it was that got the score for Montenegro at the other end as the jump hook misses for Raval. But a steal, 2-on-1. Oh, it's rejected by Perry. Great recovery from him. Was against it, but another turnover. Lisboa takes it and is fouled by Perry. He puts his arms up to his teammates as if to say, why did no one warn me? The recovering defender was there. Perry's defensive effort, all for nothing. As there's the sacrifice foul from him. Look at this though, Perry timed it beautifully to get the block. But you've got to give the credit to Rafael Lisboa for the recovery. Got his shot blocked, continued to play as Williams' 3 was up and good. And it results in points for his team because Lisboa got that steal. Williams has all 6 for Portugal. Perry puts his head down, gets to the rim, can't finish. Good work on the offensive glass, but rebound bounces clear. Slavkovic couldn't get the score. Now he's got to guard Williams, switches away from the ball. Williams clears out. He's made 2 threes. Might want to get a hand up. Defense does. Williams was open, but now second drive comes, misses. Both teams happy to run the ball here. Montenegro, though. Now can't finish as Williams pushes everyone ahead. Says, I've got this, brings it down. And defense from Hazibegovic. As now once more defense switches onto Williams, trying to take away his threat. Raval can't finish. His tip is also too strong. Perry will use the early screen. Gets into the middle, slices to the basket. And looks like he's going to shoot 2, was it? On the shot or on the rebound, the foul was called. Yeah, I think there's a foul there, isn't there, on the drive. So it's gone against Raval. Oh, that means it's number 2 on the big man from Portugal. He walked to the bench. He's returned to the floor. See if there is going to be an early substitution for him as Perry puts himself on the line, makes the first. There is a substitution waiting to come in for Portugal then. So that first question off the sideline goes to Coach Gomes. See where he goes to replace his big man. Will it be Delgado that comes in? Second free throw is good. And it is Gonzalo Delgado coming in to replace Raval. Sarr gives it back to Williams. Williams now uses the screen from Delgado, draws the switch, gets it back again. Long 3 for Williams, but he's made 2. That one bounces clear. Montenegro can't get that transition going. Have to slow it now. That's the drive. And foul is a blocking one. Another foul against Portugal. Already 4 team fouls then. So 2 more shots to come here. Hazibovic, excuse me, no. It's Klajlic, and it's going to be at the line. Williams had the blocking foul called against him. Klajlic makes number 1. Hit the second though, as taken in by Sarr, and he is on the offensive end, giving it back to his point guard. And Lisboa, but another offensive foul. Wow, 2 offensive fouls against Portugal already. They're in the bonus. Montenegro keep this 1-point lead then. They have possession with Perry. Moves it up. Now he wants it back. Perry using the screen. Simonovic roll into the rim. He's dangerous on that short roll. And that's Weiler. Puts it on the deck, gets the foul and lays it up. And it's going to be 2 on Williams. Williams doesn't like it. He was so isolated there. And this is the danger. Simonovic is able to catch it on the free throw line, pass, shoot, and put it on the floor as he does. And it's a perfect play really for Montenegro. Not only do they get the score, look, they're going to have to be substitutions. Lisboa heads out. Williams stays in the game right now, but has 2 fouls. Shows how important he is for Portugal as Ventura comes in. He's now controlling the ball at the point. A 4-point lead for Montenegro. Ventura waits for the screen. Uses it again. Nothing available. Perry keeping Ventura in front. He's got to make it happen on his own. Gives it up. Sarr, tough 3. Doesn't get the drop, but great work from Delgado on the offensive glass. Simonovic needs to do a job there, securing the board for his team. He's got good position, just gives up the box out though. Delgado gets after it, the ball bounces kindly for him. As Sarr heads out. Diogo Brito wearing the number 0. Here is Williams. Williams to Brito. Brito has it. Shot clock getting low. Nice pass over the top. Delgado now can't finish though. Second chance. Also comes up short. And Montenegro got players down the floor. Over the top. Can they finish? They can. Great work there in transition. We said they've run hard, but haven't really been rewarded for it. That time, Slavkovic received the pass over the top. An early 6-point lead here. Good feed. And That energy for Montenegro in transition worked. Timeout called by Portugal. Let's listen in, see what Coach Gomes has to say for his team here.
When we are playing red, we need to have one guy here. O jogador que bloqueia a roda tem que haver homem aqui, para não deixar a bola entrar. Epá, e no ataque a bola tem que se movimentar, nós não estamos a fazer nada. Só o atacante com a bola é que está a criar alguma coisa, o resto estamos parados. A bola não circula, os jogadores sem bola não se mexem, assim não fazemos pontos. Pá. Vamos jogar um e um lado. Ei, ouçam, mas a bola tem que mexer, pá. A bola tem que se movimentar. Temos que ir para dentro, temos que entrar, temos que mover a bola, mano. Vamos!
Fans looking on, must be happy with the start for their team. And Montenegro come into this one, you know, higher placed in the FIBA rankings, but as we've talked about, it was a great Eurobasket campaign for Portugal, led by that man, Trevante Williams. It made us think this was going to be a competitive game, and Portugal, even on the road, could make some noise here in Podgorica. But the start has been all Montenegro in the early stages. Goes to the low post. Budito has it. Trying to find something. Everybody guarded. So the jump shot doesn't go. Rebound taken in by Simonovic. And here comes Montenegro again. More numbers in transition. It's an opportunity for Slavkovic to attack. He's just going to take his time. Williams, you know, held his ground well, playing with those two early fouls. Here he is with the ball into the lane. Williams takes the contact, flips it up. Wanted the whistle, gets it late, so he will get two shots now. That's the value of Trevante Williams. Gets to the lane. Makes a play out of nothing for his team. Substitutions coming in for Montenegro then. Hadzibegovic goes to the bench. And Georgi Jovanovic coming in for his first action. We also see Alexa Ilic as well coming in. As Montenegro go and make those changes. Free throw for Williams goes. So Williams has 8 and Portugal have 8. Great start from him individually. Who else is going to join him for Portugal? No post. Waiting for the double team to commit. It doesn't. Shooter though misses. As Simonovic couldn't get it to go. Williams the other way. Williams now spins away from Perry, draws the switch. And roll the big man into the low post. Delgado has it, plays against 2, looking to pass. Well, it was right next to the rim. Williams just looked at him, just pointed up, said, "You're at the basket, just go up with it." In that occasion. So Witso couldn't get it to go as more substitutions come in. Montenegro then. Vucelic comes in, wearing the number 11. Perry beats his man. Nice little pass and the great finish from Ilic on the far side. Perry making the plays, puts it on the plate for Ilic to finish. Just now for Portugal, they're trying to find some room. Not really any openings for them though. Ventura is going to have to take the 3. Doesn't drop, good work on the glass. Monteiro battling his way, finds Delgado, and he lays it up for 2. Perry quickly the other way, defense has got to turn around. Only got 4 guys back. Perry, bullet to the inside, finds Ilic, and that combo connects again. Perry to Ilic, back-to-back baskets for Montenegro. And then a turnover. Whites, Montenegro get it back again. So 6-point lead and a chance to make it more here. Nikolic is in. And you can see him. Zoran Nikolic, the number 19, replaces Simonovic. Juranovic has it, finds Perry. Perry waiting for the screen. Draws two, gives it up. Shot clock getting low. Montenegro got to fire it up. They do so. It is rebound for Portugal. Chance for them to run. They're going with the twin bigs in Monteiro and Delgado playing together. See if Williams can continue his hot start. He does, off the glass. Foul, plus a free throw as well. And right now, Portugal is Trevante Williams. He's got 12 points personal. There's the contact, the strength to finish the play. Great work from him. He has 12 of the 14 for Portugal as Perry goes out. Free throw off. He knew where it was going. He tried to get his rebound. Bodies to the floor. It's going to be a Montenegro possession, I believe, off of Portugal. Yeah. So good hustle from both teams with 2:07 left in the first quarter. Montenegro will have it again. There's the battle. Yeah. Off of Monteiro last. Coach Gomes looking on. High screen for Ivanovic. But a loose pass. It's going to be a backcourt violation here. Ivanovic going to take it cleanly from Ilic. So Portugal now with possession. Williams playing with two fouls. Tries to cut through. Ventura finds Monteiro. His little push shot is good. Lovely touch from the big man. And now Ivanovic trying to organise. Uses the screen, kicks it. Ilic back to his point guard. Ivanovic guarded with the switch. Now he'll take the three. It's good. Ivanovic, a great play. Knocks down the three ball. Makes it a 5-point advantage. Portugal now have their opportunity. Ventura slices between a couple of defenders, loses it. And it's going to be, well, argument. Referees are going to discuss it. One said Montenegro, one said Portugal. Montenegro thinking about the coach's challenge. Very early to use it, though. Especially with a 5-point lead. Ventura will be bringing it in from the end line. Williams has gone out now for Portugal. So who is going to be the offense for this last minute? That is the question. Ventura it is that collects it. Uses the high screen. Ventura stops and fires the three. It comes up short, but they've been great on the offensive glass. Portugal, they don't get it that time. As Montenegro will get a good look at a jump shot, but no, they won't. Offensive foul. So the jump shot went, but away from the ball, I think, rather than on the drive. Let's have a look. Oh no, it is on the drive. Ventura takes the charge on the jump pass. So both teams in the bonus now. It was the second personal. And Vucelic. Portugal now to the inside once again. Again, the fight on the boards. Montenegro just escaped. They look to push. Ivanovic gets it to go, slips to the floor. Recovers well as Portugal will hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Ventura calls the play. They don't have ages, so they'll try to get to something quickly. Here is Ventura, backing it out. Takes the three. Ventura doesn't get it. So at quarter time here, Montenegro started off brightly. They took an early lead, and it continued through the opening 10 minutes. Great work, good team play from them before Portugal. It is all about Trevonte Williams in that first 10 minutes. Montenegro 21, Portugal 14. Some look at the numbers. Poor shooting percentages for Portugal. Apart from the three from Montenegro, pretty effective from them in that opening 10 minutes. You see some of the plays early stages. Trevonte Williams got it going, and he is the offense for Portugal right now. He has 10 of their 14 points, alongside 3 rebounds, but he does have 2 personal fouls. There's fouls racked up for both sides. That'll be something for us to keep an eye on as this game goes on. A lot more of a balanced effort from Montenegro, led by the 5 points of Marko Simonovic, 4 points for Ilic as well as he came on. And Perry had 2 points but 3 assists in that opening period. So a 5-point advantage for Montenegro at the end of the first quarter. It's so important to win your games at home in these qualifiers. And you, using that courtside 1891 QR code on your screen right now, can follow the stream, schedule scores and more for the road to Qatar 2027. It will be Portugal ball then to start us off in the second quarter as the players heading back out onto the floor. We'll check in with the lineups. Ilic, Ivanovic, Vucelic, Jovanovic, and Nikolic for Montenegro. For Portugal, Ventura, Delgado, Amarant, Montero, and Vuitzo makes up the 5. So it is Ventura with the ball. He's had a lot of it in his hands, the captain of Portugal, and he draws the early foul against Danilo Ivanovic. Sideline possession then. Here is Ventura once more. Waiting for somebody to get free. There is a glimmer of space. The 3 doesn't drop from Francisco Amarant. And Montenegro now have their chance for the first points of the second quarter. Oh, nice little cut from Ilic. Perhaps was open, tried to use his speed. It wasn't found as the kick out. Ball bouncing around, a lot of bodies in the paint, not much space as the 3 goes up. But Portugal snatching their rebound. Felt like they've dominated on the glass, Portugal, but the rebounding battle is in favour of Montenegro. The difference is Portugal have 4 offensive rebounds to just 2 for Montenegro. There's the foul. Ivanovic once again sacrificing the personal. That's the depth of Montenegro, though. No worry with him picking up those 2 early fouls there. Kendrick Perry, of course, waiting on that sideline to come in. As Portugal trying to use their size on the inside. Nice little lefty finish is good from Delgado. And 2 early fouls against Relval. Not affected Portugal really at all on the inside. And Ivanovic kicks it. Nice little step through. But defense recovers well. Will stop and fire from the free throw line. Doesn't go. Another rebound for Portugal then. Ventura. Into the post this time. It's Montero. Montero finds Delgado. Delgado putting on the deck, and he is fouled. Third team foul against Montenegro. Nikolic commits it. I'd be frustrated he didn't get the steal there, Nikolic, on that pass along the baseline. Ivanovic does go out then, as we discussed. Brings Perry back in. And also for Montenegro. Klajic is back in as well, as Ventura misses another three. But another offensive rebound. Fifth offensive rebound of the game for Portugal. They got a 5-on-4. Montero knocks it down. Well, Perry went for the steal, missed it. And Ricardo Montero knocking down the three ball, forcing a timeout to be called by Montenegro. The lead has been cut back to 2. 21 plays 19 here.
Number 9 and number 3 is better shooter than number 9. Don't go. But we have to box out, Kevin. One foul to use, yeah? Now, first offense, yeah? First offense, listen to me what to do. We play, listen to me now. Yeah? We play two-hand, yeah? Two-hand. After the pass, do the fake, hand off, yeah? If they don't give you the hand off, go backdoor out. And two-man play pick and roll, yeah? Listen to me, if they hedge, front pass, direct pass, back pass, inside. Let's go. Let's go.
Out of the timeout then, Witso looking on. Bit of pressure for Portugal up the floor as Montenegro tried to regroup. Perry collects it then. Let's see what Montenegro do out of this timeout. Double screen for them. Nothing on before the three. And a foul is called on the rebound. So good work on the glass from Nikolic, as Jovanovic, who was the Mr. 3. Nikolic had inside position. You can see it there. Good position, good work from him to get to the inside of Delgado. He was forced to just try and push him under the ring that the referee said was illegal. Here is Perry now. Using that high screen, Perry gives it up quickly. The advantage is somewhere for Montenegro. And another miss for them. They really have struggled shooting the ball from beyond the three-point line in the early stages here. Chance for Portugal to tie the game. Witso coming off a couple of screens, isn't open. Now they play that middle pick and roll. Kick violation gives it back to Portugal, and a fresh 14 as well. So Portugal wanted the foul, but they get it sideline. Witso fires the three and gets it to go. Well, Portugal take the lead on the three-point shot. They've only led once before. That was the opening score of the game. Williams knocking down the three then. And the three-point shooting is the main difference right now. 4 of 11 for Portugal. 1 of 8 for Montenegro. Perry will take the three. But the lead remains on the basket from beyond the arc for Montenegro. And then can turn it over. on the offensive rebound. Here comes Portugal with some momentum. Another three. It's Samaret, but he can't get it to go. And Perry will bring it down again, loses his man. Perry takes the contact. It's going to be 2 shots, I think, there. Well, referee looking around. Gamero is called for the foul. I'm surprised that Marko Simonovic coming back into the game now. His team trailing. Perry's asking for shots, and I'm surprised he didn't get it on that one. It'll be sideline possession then. And Simonovic collects it. Drive, but nothing. And Portugal have numbers down the floor here. All the way. Before nearly turning it over. Free throw line pull up, no good. Simonovic grabs it in, looking around, trying to find somebody. He's crossed the halfway line. Loose pass from him, and it's a calamity of errors on both sides, really. It's back-to-back turnovers for Montenegro there. So now it is Gamero with the ball for Portugal. See if they can be a bit more organised this time. Gamero pushing his man around, says get to the corner, uses the screen. Montero doesn't roll, does this time. Back to Gamero, uses Delgado. Nice cross-court pass, and the three is good for Ricardo Montero. Portugal a 4-point lead, their largest lead of the game. Perry goes up high. Simonovic kicks it out. Portugal with some momentum, with Williams on the bench as well. Simonovic's three, catch and shoot, too strong. Gamero looking to push. Uses that early screen. Defense switches. And they're trying to get Montero the ball. Here he is. Montero kicks it. Now this side for Delgado. Delgado rejected. Ilic over the top. Doesn't get it. It's instead into Simonovic, and he is fouled by Diogo Gamero. Smart foul from Gamero. Before the act of shooting, so sideline or end-line possession for Montenegro. Look at this rejection from Ilic. Great timing from him. Individual defense there. But Portugal still have the 4-point lead. Simonovic moves it out of bounds. Referee's looking around. I don't know. Anybody's sure what happened there? It's going to stay at this end. Shot clock at 10 seconds for Montenegro here. Perry's got to find somebody. Has to throw it high. They just managed to collect it now, Montenegro. As the driving finish doesn't go for Klajic. Portugal again using these twin bigs. He knows so well. And look at that. Great little low post move. Ricardo Montero moves to 10 points. Well, his addition alongside Delgado, they've got 14 between the two of them, as Simonovic is fouled by big Montero. It's only his first, Montero, which is a good thing. He now gets a breather. Great work for him as Saar coming back into the game. Montero taking the high fives from Delgado as well. Portugal a 6-point advantage here. What a second quarter it's been. 13-0. Montenegro's still searching for their first point. There it is from the line. Took not far off. 6 minutes for them in this second quarter. 1 of 10 from 3 they are, Montenegro. Simonovic makes number 1. Misses the second, but he's going to get us another chance. Somebody was in. Was it Guimero? I think by the look he gave the referee, it might have been him that committed the violation. Simonovic then has a chance to get that second, and he does. Simonovic 7 points as these substitutions go. Hasanbegovic back in. Guimero then organising the point, gives it up and gets it back. Smaller lineup for Portugal now. What's the focal point going to be? Foul on the baseline. There'll be end-line possession. Slavkovic commits the personal. It's actually sideline possession rather than end line. Here comes Brito. Brito, closely guarded, now has to use the screen. Brito loses it, collects it, finds some room, and he's fouled, and it's going to be against Kendrick Perry. Well, Perry's going to pick up his second personal here. So, luck rather than design on that play for Portugal. Brito picks it up, looks around, doesn't have anything on, and Perry just gets him on the arm. Hugo Brito gets the friendly roll on the first. Opening point of the evening for him. And the second is good. Williams has been able to stay on the bench for the whole of this second quarter so far. His team has taken a lead without him there. Perry using the high screen from Simonovic will pull up for a tough three. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound. No, it goes to Portugal. Now they've got numbers 2-on-1. Goes to Guimero and he lays it up for two. Portugal rolling in the second quarter. 17-2 run for them. They have opened up an 8-point lead here. Timeout for Montenegro. They've fallen apart after such a strong first quarter. Look at the 2-on-1 break. Great feed from Francisco Amaret, and Diogo Guimero lays it up. Montenegro 23, Portugal 31.
Why we have problems? Because we are too slow. We play too static, yeah? If they cut you off, yeah? Backdoor, get off, come again. We have to move. We are not moving. What's stopping? We play 5-10. Without the best.
Oh, what a difference this second quarter has been. At the end of the opening period, you saw what a confident performance for Montenegro. They had the advantage. They were leading 21-14. They looked comfortable, apart from a couple of missed threes. Everything was good, but Portugal, just a different team in the second quarter, playing without Trevante Williams, who's on the bench with foul problems. Almost a complete bench five for them has come into the game and just changed it completely. They have this 8-point lead now. And Montenegro will try to do something. Perry has it. Perry using the screen. Skips it to the corner. Defense has recovered well, though. And this could be another turnover. Another 2-on-1 here. Brito goes all the way. Perry takes it away, but it's a foul. Number 3 on Kendrick Perry. He says he's okay. but less than 3 minutes to go in this first half. Not really the time to risk your starting point guard, perhaps. Brito will be at the line. Portugal a chance to make it a double-digit lead. Ivanovic back in. Perry sits down. Diogo Brito went 2 of 2 last time. He makes that one. It's 5 for Portugal then. Just incredible. You look at the plus minus of some of these guys. Wojtso plus 15 in 11 minutes. Amaret in 8 minutes is plus 14. And then Gamero plus 11 in his 5 minutes as well. And Slavkovic gets the score. A much needed basket for Montenegro. Here comes Amaret. As a foul is called against Montenegro. Both teams in the bonus, so 2 shots to come here. So you can see the foul will be called against Klajic. And Saar is at the line. Makes the first. First point for Candido Saar. 2 of 2. Double-digit lead once again. Ivanovic at the point for Montenegro. High-low action and get it to the mismatch. Good play from Montenegro. Slavkovic lays it up. How can they build on that with the stop? Gamero has been the difference maker, hasn't he? Oh, and look at the feed. Brito lays it up. 2 more for him. But it was all about the pass. Gamero organising his team beautifully. Ivanovic has his pass deflected. Gets it over to Klajic. Klajic dancing with it at the top. Now a 3. Hazibegovic misses. Offensive rebound for Ivanovic. They'll get a fresh 14, but another miss from the 3-point line for Montenegro. Klajic glides in for 2. A needed basket, but they've got to get back in transition here. As Amaret pulls it out, decides to use some clock. Brito in attack mode. Gets it to Gamero. His 3 doesn't go. Offensive rebound. Brito's energy just ahead of everyone's right now. Here's Saar, little dribble to set the feet, but it doesn't go. Montenegro escape. Come the other way. Klajic has it. Looking for Simonovic. Defense is loading up behind him. He's got the advantage. Eventually does get it now. Can he make a play? Finds Klajic for 3. And a rare make for Montenegro from 3. Just the second 3-point shot for them in this first half. They are now 2 of 13. It's a big difference in this game. 5-point advantage for Portugal. Last 30 seconds. Saar will set the screen. Gamero. Oh, the bounce pass to find Saar for 2. Great work again from him. Last few seconds. This is stolen away. Brito has the time to get all the way. Dances between 2, lays it up, but doesn't get it to go. Brito frustrated on that one. But what a second quarter. What an entertaining first 20 minutes this has been. The first period was all about Montenegro. The second, all about Portugal. And at the half here, Montenegro 32, Portugal 39. Well, I think both teams will take some positives into that locker room. It was only a few seconds ago Portugal had that double-digit lead, and they may well be frustrated. But Montenegro, 2 of 13 for 3. They have given up what at one stage was a 7-point lead for themselves. You can see rebounding relatively close, but turnovers skewed. Montenegro, 9 first-half turnovers will be, you know, definitely something that's talked about in the interval. There's the leading scorers, and Trevante Williams still the game's leading scorer. 10 points for him despite not playing a minute in quarter number 2 when Portugal have been on a tear. So what a result that has been for them. A 25-11 second quarter without their leading scorer in the game at all. Here is Williams walking to the bench slowly. And we'll look at some of these first half highlights. Oh, second quarter is all about Portugal. That little twin towers lineup, Delgado and Monteiro on the inside, dominated things for Portugal. Really did give them an advantage. Monteiro, 10 points, and Delgado pitched in as well with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Portugal found that rhythm and just got going, didn't they? The addition of the passing ability of Diogo Gamero was a change as well. 4 assists for him in just 8 minutes of play, but the ball moved beautifully. We wondered where the offense would come from without Williams on the floor, but arguably got even better when he did go to the bench. There's the post-up play from Monteiro as he showed us a bit of everything on the other side. Nearly 6 minutes it took for Montenegro to get themselves on the board. They've got worries with Perry picking up his 3rd personal foul in that first half as well. They eventually found a way back into the game, and will that late 3-point make do anything for the confidence for Montenegro? A couple of late drives from Klajic helped their cause. But this 3 here from him could be a momentum shifting play for Montenegro. So half-time here. We're going to take about a 10-minute break before we return for second half action. Portugal leading on the road over Montenegro, 39-32 at the half.
That's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks.
Winning time. Both teams over the limit.
You have got to be kidding me! Oh my! Ronde Hollis Jefferson. Conscious guarded by Book. He spins. He gets away from him. Look at that finish. Just enough English to put it up and in. So Peter Biltman in the house. Alexander Walker goes in for the rim rocker.
Again, no rim protection, no size. This is a small ball game.
Parks kicks it, extra pass, Zegars. Oh, Latvia basketball.
You said it, Latvia basketball, Zegars. He was open for the 3. What great ball movement and passing. Look at this.
Schroeder goes downhill, gets it to the corner. Franz Bakker gets in. A little bit of
takes it. Bogdanovic, Troika. Well, coach, it may be Troika time. He's made the three-pointer.
What a shot from Paco Cruz. He was literally out of bounds. Oh, Placido, what are you doing? And the alley-oop! And Banchero this time does not lay it up. He scores right at the end of the third quarter buzzer. Between the legs, alley-oop pass.
Yes! I love it, Jeff. Yes!
I'm sure you can have something better. Oh, a good miss. The USA got it. Bridget from the corner. You have got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. A play for the ages at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Bridges does the unthinkable. Ties the game. 0.2 seconds left. I have never seen it.
Symbolic of the shooting we've seen from Venezuela this first half. From the three-point line, 12 of 25 in the three-pointer. Leg bomb, nothing but net.
How many times are we going to see this?
Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks to close out. Big Bruno inside.
Fills it up.
Welcome back to Podgorica here in Montenegro. Then half-time between Montenegro and Portugal. And an up and down game in that first 20 minutes. If you're just joining us, Montenegro enjoyed a first quarter of good basketball. They got an early lead. They led 21-14 at the end of 10 minutes. But then the second quarter, it was all about the Portuguese team, as they put up 25 points. They held Montenegro scoreless for nearly 6 minutes at the start of the quarter, and they now have this 7-point lead at the half. You can see there, not great from 2-point range, but 3-point shooting has been pretty good from the Portuguese team. And just was, some momentum from them, especially coming from the defensive end. 13 points after turnovers. They were able to score in that first 20 minutes, and that went a long way to it. For Montenegro, they have to regroup in this second half. Playing here at home, they will not want to drop a game on their home floor, especially this early in the qualifiers. In Group B, remember, of the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 qualifiers. There is 32 teams in Europe. They will eventually get wound down to just 12 teams that qualify to the World Cup in Qatar. First of all, though, for these teams, 4 teams in Group B attempting to become one of the top 3 in the group to qualify forward to the second round. That's the vision right now. And there is Greece, Montenegro, Portugal and Romania in Group B. They are the 4 teams that will advance, or 3 of those teams will advance. So for Montenegro, like we said, dropping a game at home when you've got a giant like Greece in your group as well will not be something that is, on the cards, something that you'll be happy about to start off your qualification campaign. The 3-point shooting is the easy one, to adjust, to improve in that second half. But despite the numbers being relatively equal, in fact Montenegro lead rebounding 20-19, 6 offensive rebounds for Portugal is something that I'm sure Montenegro will be frustrated about. And for the Montenegro team, just 2 of 13, 15% for 3 in that first 20 minutes. Use that QR code on your screen to follow along with the World Cup Qualifiers app to stay up to date across all of our regions, as we have this November international window heading to World Cup 2027. It will be 6 windows in total. We said in our 4 regions: Africa, Americas, Asia and Oceania and Europe. As Trevonte Williams is back out onto the floor to get us underway in the second half. He had 10 points in the first quarter, but 2 fouls. He sat through the whole of the second quarter, not needed for his team, and now can come back into the game with his team leading. As we get underway then, Montenegro have possession. They'll start us off. 5 on the floor for them is Ivanovic, Slavkovic, Simonovic, Jovanovic and Klajic. As Klajic's jumper doesn't go, offensive rebound is collected in. And now Klajic again trying to find that room. Nice little feed, but it's deflected. 5 on the clock. Klajic made a late 3, but comes up short. And Portugal with Brito, Williams, Relvo, Lisboa and Saar, same 5 that started the game for them out there on the floor. Interesting, because this is the 5 that struggled for Portugal. Well, that second quarter have lifted their momentum. Here's Ivanovic looking to push. Gives it up to Simonovic. Now Klajic trying to find that room. Portuguese defense just looks comfortable, doesn't it? Always seems to be in front of the man, as a foul is going to be called against Raval. It's the right call, though. He shakes his head, but I think this is quite clearly a foul. Doesn't take the contact particularly well. And then, yeah, a little bit on the arms as well. Third foul on the big man for Portugal. Man, it worked in their favour really in the first half when he picked up fouls, because it just brought Montenegro into the game, who were dominating. And 10 points, 3 rebounds, and assist in his 10 minutes. So Simonovic makes number 1. Solid season for him, for Turk Telekom. So far this year, we said Simonovic is, you know, arguably the lead returner from their Eurobasket team. Second on the team in efficiency through that campaign. As Saar picks and pops now, waits for Williams. Williams on the curl. Pass to the inside is turned over. Looking for Raval. And that's the only thing, you know, Williams sat for the whole of that second quarter, which was, you know, on paper great, because he didn't pick up any fouls and his team, you know, was able to take the lead without him. But at the same time, sometimes it just kills your rhythm as a player, sitting for that amount of time. Simonovic gives it up. Clean look for 3 is good. What a rare make. Third 3 of the game for Montenegro. Jovanovic knocks it down. His first triple. As is rejected by Simonovic. Play continues. Saar is going to be fouled and shoots 2. Portugal thought it was a goaltend. Everybody seemed to just stop. But Saar picks up the loose ball. Let's have a look. Tough to tell from that angle. Doesn't matter though, because Saar did a good job staying with it. Slavkovic picks up the personal. And the first is good. Whistle. So I'm going to shoot the free throw again. Coach Gomes looking on. Saar missed the second, but takes it again and makes it 6 points personal for him. And Portugal have the 4-point lead. High screen. Simonovic is open on the roll. Can't take it in. Good work from Lisboa to collect the loose ball. Now he'll go through the gears, kicks it out to Williams. Williams fires the 3, and that's what he does. Third 3 for Trevante Williams. 3 of 4, 13 points personal now. Defensive intensity's picked up for Portugal. Brito bringing that energy once again. Here he is guarding the ball as it gets to the corner. And the running shot doesn't go. Saar with the rebound. Lisboa looking to push. Jovanovic picks him up. As now it gets into the hands of Brito. Brito trying to find the room. Takes the step back 3. It's off to the left. Jovanovic has just made his last one. Felt confident in that stroke, but comes up short. Williams looks to push. Williams sets his feet, takes it. I'm not sure how you can give Trevante Williams that much time and space. What more has he got to do? He's 4 of 5 now. 16 personal. Williams has got his range once again. It's a 10-point Portugal lead. Where is the defense? They all backed off. They all allowed Williams to shoot.
5 3-pointers, and we are still watching here. Attack, so they come and then we kick, yeah? If they are aggressive, yeah? Dribble away of trap, open the passage, yeah? But in offense, calm down, hey, calm down. We can turn over and turn over. First offense, 5 steps, yeah? 5 steps. Tem que ir pelo...
Well, the first sentence from the sideline from Montenegro, and head coach Andre Zakiel he's got 5 threes and we're still not going to stop him shooting. It's about Williams is exactly what I said. Not sure how you can give that much space down. Now 10 points to the lead guy from Portugal. So Perry's back into the game alongside Ivanovic in the backcourt for the first time. As Perry is going to have to get going for his team. Simonovic, jumper doesn't go. Sarr, the only man on the boards. Nobody else contesting. There's Lisboa. Keeps it up. Brito using that screen. Bounce pass from him, wide open. Raval scores 2 more for Portugal. 12-point game now. It is the largest lead of the game for either side. Perry has it, using this high pick. Look at Raval out, tipping it off with the hands of Perry. 11 seconds on the shot clock now. It's in the backcourt for Montenegro. Substitutions coming in. Ilic was a good spark off the bench. He replaces Simonovic. Ivanovic thinks about it. He's got to go quickly. Shot clock getting low. Has it rejected. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Raval with the rejection. You can see it goes out of bounds, but the buzzer's gone, so it's Portugal possession. They have the 12-point lead, and again, just 5 points for Montenegro. No, 4.5 minutes of this quarter, so in 14.5 minutes, they've only scored 16 points in this game here at home. Ilic with an important steal. Perry looking to push. Perry kicks it. Ivanovic, nice little feed to the inside. Needs Ilic to collect the offensive rebound, though. Jovanovic for 3, doesn't go. Ilic again. Great energy from him, great effort. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Nothing working for Montenegro here. Slavkovic just trying to stop possession. Slow down the break. No play for the ball. We can see he's behind the man. So it'll be 2 shots and possession now for Portugal as well. It is all going wrong for Montenegro. It is sideline possession. 2 of 2 from Rafael Lisboa. Is there any way for Montenegro to get themselves back into this game? The flags are flying, the fans are there trying to make some noise to get them team going. But the offensive woes, and that is going to hurt as Lisboa comes off the screen, buries the triple. 5 points in a row for him, all 5 in the game. As now Perry takes the tough pull-up. Doesn't get it, he wants to foul. And Portugal with momentum. Brito takes it, doesn't get it. He's going to be first to the rebound. They're playing with 4 players. Portugal right now, and still Brito gets the 3 away, and he knocks it down. Brito, little fist pump to the bench. Williams is looks like he's cramping. He didn't even play the last offensive possession. They're going to try and sub him out. Perry has it. 9 on the clock. Perry guarded by 2 players. Ivanovic for 3. Doesn't go. Sarr snatches in the rebound. Williams wants it now. On that far side as Lisboa comes off the screen. Kicks it. Brito has the step on his man. Good feed. Raval with the dunk. Timeout coming in. It's the second timeout already for Montenegro here in the third quarter. Portugal rolling. There's just been no response. Look at the feed. Brito gives it up. Raval with the dunk. It is a 20-5 run in the third quarter for Portugal here.
Listen to me, in offense, we have only tough shots. Why? Because we play too slow. Because the ball doesn't move. The ball is not traveling. We have high shots then. They contest the shot. We have to move. Extra pass again, yeah? But the problem is defense. They are killing us, yeah? We know who is shooter, yeah? And still number 0 and number 28, they are scoring. Put the pressure higher, yeah? You're late, you switch, and you make foul.
You have to score something. Let's go. That's it.
Oh, a lot of sullen faces in the crowd, a lot of sullen faces on the bench for Montenegro. It's just fallen apart for them. So now 16 minutes, 16 points for Montenegro. And not only is it the lack of offense, it's just the way they've allowed Portugal to get going. Portugal, through that same time, have scored 45 points. It is a 45-16 run through the second and third quarters right now. And no surprise that, you know, Portugal just look like the more energetic team. Perry has the high screen. Perry kicks it to the corner, but no opening whatsoever. Eventually they get it up, and a foul on the rebound. Oh, Montenegro only just managed to get a shot away in time there. Some great Portuguese defense. But good work on the offensive glass. They're the types of play they need. Hasanbegovic did a good job. He's got a new full team for his team. These are the plays they need. So there he is, giving it up to Perry now. Ilic will set this high pick. Ilic slips, he's open, gets it, extra pass. The three is good. Well, that's much better offense from Montenegro, as the three is good for Jovan Klajic. They got to build on it now. But Brito gives it to the corner, and the response is an instant one from Portugal. Brito off the screen gives it to Lisboa, who has 8 points, all in a kind of a 3-minute run or so here for Portugal. Ilic trying to find somebody, gives it. And now another three in the corner. That's way off. And Portugal numbers. Brito is running ahead of everybody. He takes it in smartly, doesn't go out of bounds. Lisboa using the high screen. Takes another three. He's feeling hot. And Raval there for the offensive rebound. Now they've got some mismatches. Another three, but it doesn't go. 22-point lead here for Portugal, as Montenegro's three misses yet again. And Portugal walk as one to bring it over the half. No hurry at all from them. Raval slips to the ring, doesn't get it. High-low look, Brito. Not sure if it was a pass or a shot, but Perry will come the other way. Perry dances in for a rare two. Kendrick Perry, 4 points on the game for him. It's De Silva at the point here now with the ball for Portugal. Gives it back. Lisboa goes up high off the glass, misses. Perry looking to push again, is fouled. Again tries to get the shots. Raval goes out. Great performance from him as Williams grimaces on the sideline. But what an addition for Portugal now. Arguably, one of the stars of that first half, and Delgado and Monteiro still, to come. Monteiro is out there. Sorry, Delgado is out there now. Monteiro remains on the bench. He'll come back shortly. As De Silva gets it and attacks. De Silva into the lane. Sarr thought about the three. Ventura now with 6 on the clock. Ventura finds Sarr. Long jump shot for him. It was a 2. Feet were on the line. But all the points count as the lead gets back to 22. Another foul drawn by Perry. 4th foul for Portugal though, so sideline possession. Sideline possession then. What a performance this has been from his team. He said they're coming off a great summer. Portugal, a really impressive Eurobasket campaign to reach the knockout rounds. There's another foul. We'll see Perry go to the line here to shoot 2. And what an opening to World Cup qualification it could be for Portugal. Perry at the line, makes the first. This is the second. Ventura to Brito, fading away, doesn't get it. No hurry for Qualifiers, but his team trailing by 21. He gets it to Perry, 6 on the clock now. Perry isolates, takes the long 3, in and out, and the rebound goes to Portugal. Well, it's another fantastic period for the Portuguese. They again win it 25-11, identical to the second quarter score. And what a shock on the cards here. Portugal rolling in Podgorica. They lead 64-43 over Montenegro at 3/4 time. Well, we'll see the numbers, and there'll be one stat that just jumps out to you as you compare the two teams. 4 of 23 versus 10 of 25. You can see the difference there, 6 3-point shots between the two teams. And that is an 18-point margin in a 21-point game. So there is a rare 3-point make for Montenegro, but yet again, for them just 22 points, and it is a 50-22 run across these middle 2 periods for Portugal. Williams with all the time and space in the world, knocking down one of his 3s. And Portugal in that quarter just, continue to play great team basketball. Williams has 16, Monteiro still has 10, Brito with 9. And then it is Lisboa has stepped up in the 3rd quarter. 8 points and 2 assists for him. The depth of this Portuguese team. If you consider, Gamero, I thought was great in quarter number 2. He didn't set foot on the floor, and neither did Ricardo Monteiro either for Portugal, even though they put together another strong quarter. referees are calling the players back out onto the floor here. Use that QR code for Courtside 1891. Stream schedule, scores and more across all of the FIBA World Basketball action, including the World Cup qualifiers. We are here in Europe, taking place across the world in this first international window here in November. As we said, it is one of 6 windows that will decide the teams that play in Qatar, the 32 teams in 2027. So underway here in the 4th and final quarter. As the drive and a foul. So it's called against Hazibegovic. She didn't like the call. Going to be 2 shots to come. Hauling down the middle. Delgado. He didn't take it cleanly. It's the swing of the arm, I think, from Hazibegovic. Oh, it's going to be easy for the official to call that one. Delgado makes the first. Still, so it goes back to Portugal then. They got the ability to just move the ball now, not be in any hurry with this sizable lead. Ventura looking around. Gets it to Sarr. Long jump shot from him, doesn't go, but again, time is the friend for Portugal. Here is Perry, fouled. So Perry being more aggressive, he needs to be for his team. He's been drawing fouls. But Portugal, they've been smart in the way that they've used them so often, fouling him before he has the chance to get to the line. On this occasion, though, Perry will shoot 2. First is good for the back-to-back Basketball Champions League champion with Unicaja Malaga. Second free throw is also good. 7 points from Perry, but look, 5 of those from the free throw line. Can they find a way to speed this game up? Montenegro. Marat waiting. Gets it up high. Has to make a play off the dribble, loses it, gets it back, loses it again. Possession for Montenegro. There's Perry. Now, Klajic pulling up. Doesn't get it. No one on the glass, really, for Montenegro. Apart from a little token effort from Nikolic. Now, Klajic pulls it back out to Perry. Here's Perry, giving it up. Nice little drive, and the finish is good. Oh, great work from Hazibegovic on the catch. Nearly taken away, but Sarr ends up with a wide open look. Can't get it. Rebound taken. So De Silva commits the foul. Sarr goes to the bench. Wow. Into the game for the first time in the second half. Ricardo Monteiro. He played 10 minutes, 10 points, 3 rebounds, and assist. He was arguably the player of the game in that first half. See if he can continue. Here's Perry off the screen. That's a travel, not called. Here's Vukovic. Perry's long 3 is good. Kendrick Perry making that influence count here. He gets the double digits. They're going to have to speed the game up, though, Montenegro. They made it now 18. They need steals, they need stops. They're not going to be able to outscore this Portuguese team. Warning for them for touching the ball after a basket. Does give them a chance to extend the defense then. They need a run in this next few minutes to make this game interesting, get the crowd into it. Ventura comes over the top. Delgado gives it to De Silva. De Silva waiting. Here's Ventura. Shot clock to 5 now. Ventura kicks it out. De Silva's got to fire up the 3. Doesn't get it. And now Montenegro with the rebound. Need to lift the tempo. Need to play quickly for everything. Klajic finds the rolling man. And the score is good. Timeout coming for Portugal. Can Montenegro make this interesting? Nikolic with the finish. It's down to 16. We still have 6 minutes to go. So Portugal call the timeout. This is just a regrouping one for them. 6 minutes to go. You know, it's a delicate balance. They want to use time. They don't want to be in a rush. Time is their friend, but sometimes when that happens, you look at the scoreboard, you've got a lead. You know, it takes away some of the momentum that was working for you. When Portugal were rolling, they were playing fast. They were getting out in transition. They were scoring quickly. They were hitting and taking early threes. So can they find that balance to manage the game here through this final 6 minutes? There is still time for Montenegro here. Like we said, it's about the tempo. They've got to get stops and they've got to look to push the ball. And so far, it's been a pretty effective fourth quarter for them. Since there is a chance. So Nikolic talks to the referee. And defense gets set for Montenegro. They're up the floor. As Amaret breaks the pressure. Now he's trying to find some room. The play's been broken up though. Amaret's going to have to do something on his own. Kicks it. The 3 doesn't go for Delgado. Good defense again for Montenegro. There's Perry. We'll get him into something here. And give it up. And a foul will be called against Amaret, the 3rd team foul against Portugal. It's another way back into the game for Montenegro. If they can get to the free throw line, you know, early in this quarter, if they can get there consistently, it's the best way to score. Because, of course, it means points without any time coming off the clock. Substitution is going to see Ruizzo come back in as the Montenegro fans starting to find that voice. Another foul, a hold against De Silva. Now it's team fouls, so any more will be shots for Montenegro. Klajic gives it to Perry. Perry waits for the screen. Draws the switch. They need to give Perry the space to attack. 5 on the clock. Beats his man. The run-up from Perry doesn't go, but a tip-in is good. It's Nikolic once again. Well, Nikolic has been great in the fourth quarter. It's a 14-point game now. Still more than 5 minutes left. And as De Silva collects it on that wing. Goes pick and pop. Montero for 3 is good. Well, Ricardo Montero, he's played limited minutes, but what a huge role. That is a back-breaking 3 when the momentum was in favor of Montenegro. Here comes Klajic. He looks towards the shot clock. Needs to attack here with 7. Goes to Perry. Doesn't really give him a lot to do with it there. Tipped out of bounds. 3.6 on the clock. It's a 16-point game. Perry gets it in. Nikolic is looking around, gets it to Perry. Perry fires the 3. Doesn't go, and it doesn't hit the ring either. So shot clock buzzer sounds. It will be Portugal possession. Important back-to-back plays there for Portugal. The 3 from Montero, and then the great defensive stop when it counted. Montero again makes himself available. Gives it to Ventura. Ventura gives it up to Wojciech, and he knocks down a 3. Back-to-back triples for Portugal. And it's that bench crew again. Wojciech knocks down another one, and the lead back to 20. The response doesn't go, and Amaret takes it in. You can just see the legs sort of going away from Montenegro here, as they'll commit the personal foul. Second team foul for them. We're under 4 minutes left in the game. Foul against Montenegro away from the ball, so they're now racking them up. End-line possession to come. A fresh man into the game for Montenegro is the number 15, Čarabić. De Silva. Looking one way then the other. Oh, he's found a little opening. Defense left him, but he dribbled it off his own foot, De Silva, for committing the personal foul. You can see just opened up for De Silva. I don't think he was expecting it. That's why he mishandled the ball. Portuguese bench. There's a couple of coaches there in Williams and Raval. Čarabić misses number 1. Gets the shooter's touch on the second. Ventura. Using that experience, controlling things for Portugal. Ventura over to that far side now. De Silva's penetration. Oh, and he flips it up. 4-2. And score for De Silva. No, sorry, was it Amaret that got it to go? What a mistake. No, it was De Silva. I was right in the first place. The camera went to Francisco Amaret, but it was De Silva, as you can see there, getting into the lane, just flipping it up in getting that soft touch. Timeout called by Montenegro, their final timeout of this game. They have 3:18 left in this one. See if there is any way back for them. They trail by 21 points. Of course, you know, this is the international window. They'll play back-to-back games for Montenegro, so they'll play again on Sunday. And as much as they'll still have hopes of trying to make a late comeback in this one, they also have to prepare to play a very important game for them on Sunday night in Romania. And that may well be, you know, a crucial game. Montenegro will not want to drop to 0-2 in Group B, with Greece still to face in international window number 2. That is for sure. Here are some of the key stats. This is 13 turnovers for Montenegro. That, alongside the poor three-point shooting that we've talked about, is the frustration for them. And for Portugal, you know, 12 made threes at 40%. What more? You know, how excited they must be, as they will head back home as well for their game on Sunday. That will be against Greece. A chance to really cause an upset with that one. And the way they've played here, you've got to say, you know, there is a great chance for Portugal. As here, Simonovic loses it. Again, Ventura takes it away, goes in for 2, lays it up. The energy for Portugal just too high. Get away, they swarm on defense there to collect another steal, another turnover for Montenegro. Perry gives it up. But nothing going on for the little baseline cut. Still no opening. Air ball put home eventually by Simonovic. Ventura to Witso, gets it back to Ventura. They've switched, so they'll go to Montero on that low block. Montero's done everything. He's going to be a provider here. He racks up the assist as Amaret makes his first field goal, his first points of the game with that one. Perry now beats 2 more, kicks it out. 3 is good. A rare make for Montenegro. Hazibegovic it is. Gets it to go, but surely too little too late here. The lead still 21 points in favor of Portugal. De Silva says to Montero, come set another screen for me. Montero rolls into that low block. De Silva now, they'll stop and go. High off the glass, lays it up for 2. 4 points for De Silva. Team's trading baskets as Perry draws 2 people, gives it to Simonovic, blocking foul. That's the intention though, isn't it, of Portugal. A minute and a half to go, they're up 23, they're still trying to take the charge. And he went down a little bit easy there, De Silva, didn't he? I don't think there was a lot of contact, so 4th foul on De Silva. 2 shots to come for Montenegro. Simonovic at the line. Makes that one. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists for him. But him and Perry and Klajic, only 3 guys in double digits. They've scored more than half the points for Montenegro between those 3. They count for 33 of the 62. Here it is Ventura. Ventura looking around, goes to Montero. Montero fouled on his way to the rim, but I think it may be on the floor. So it could be sideline possession because not team fouls yet for Montenegro. Referee did point to the ground. Yeah. 1:06 left in this one. Ventura brings it all the way out and use this final 10 seconds again of their shot clock. Ventura turns it over. Perry picks up the loose ball. Perry dances in, just manages to throw it up. Rebound for Simonovic, doesn't go either. De Silva, Woodso, back to De Silva. Kick out, extra pass, great team basketball from Portugal. Well, it deserved the three-point make, didn't it, for the way they played. Montenegro will get one final score here, perhaps. Ventura goes for the steal. Perry picks it up. Perry takes the three. Doesn't go. Remember, points difference may count. That's why teams are continuing to play here. Perry commits the personal. It's going to be 2 shots. Perry a little frustrated on that one. It'll be Ventura to shoot 2, though. Well, 6.4 seconds left. Portugal to shoot 2 shots. Ventura now at the line. The captain of Portugal comes up short on the first. 5 assists for him on the game. As we said, you know, the head-to-head, the points difference is important. These 2 teams will face off against each other, you know, in Portugal. As the miss, but the offensive rebound. Ventura misses the freebie from the free throw line. But what a performance this has been on the road for Portugal. A massive win for them. They take it here in Podgorica. It is Montenegro 62, Portugal 83. A great performance then from Portugal. Deserved victors. And not only the win, like that points differential as well. Great work and just a host of step-up performances from the Portuguese team. There's Trevante Williams, you know, he was one of them. 16 points in just 14 minutes for him. He actually led the team in scoring, but it was an all-round team performance. And for Montenegro, you know, they're going to have to put this disappointment aside and regroup before game day 2 that will come on Sunday. So Montenegro players applaud the fans here, but it's a disappointing performance from them. Smiles for Portugal and smiles for Ricardo Monteiro for sure. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for him. As we can see the shooting percentages. Now, 13 threes against 6 threes. You know, I've pointed to it throughout the game, a massive difference. Rebounding was even, and the turnovers. Montenegro 14 turnovers, as Portugal did a good job with the single digits for them. Double-figure scorers for Portugal, Williams and Monteiro. Brito with a great performance. Simonovic, Klajic and Perry lead the way for Montenegro. But as we said, you know, those 3, more than half the points for their side. Highlights from the final quarter then. And Portugal, at one stage, it looked as though Montenegro might make it interesting. But midway through that final period, they had some momentum. They had been aggressive. Plays like this from Hazibegovic and made a couple of threes. Perry really started to get going. But Portugal had the answer, didn't they? They're back-to-back threes for Portugal when they needed them. Was the difference. Here's Perry controlling things at the point, trying to make plays for his teams. A little tip in from Nikolic, follows it up, and that was the moment you felt there was a chance for Montenegro. But first, this one, Monteiro for 3, and then the next possession, they made a second 3. Here it was from Woodso, and that really was the dagger. And that really took away the heart from Montenegro. And from that point forward, you just felt like the confidence returned for Portugal. The energy they played with, guys like Ventura, Brito, Gamero in the backcourt, Voitso as well, really was so key in this performance. Another made three from Amaret late on cemented things for Portugal, and a famous win for them to open this World Cup qualifying campaign. So what will that mean in Group B? That is the question. Greece faced off against Romania earlier, 91-64. That turned out. So the two winners today, Greece and Portugal, will face off on Sunday as Montenegro and Romania do the same in Romania, looking for that first win. Remember, it is 3 teams that will move forward in Group B after the international windows. But from Podgorica and me, it is good night. Portugal, the 83-62 win over Montenegro.